What is going on, guys? We are here for week one of the TCR series at VIR Full Course. We're running the fixed setup in the Hyundai Veloster. So we'll take you through a walkthrough of the lap, and then there'll be a hot lap at speed. And yeah, that'll be pretty much it for today. So hopefully some of this helps you guys. The trick with this car is obviously as the tyre pressures come up, the car, you can brake later and drive deeper into the corner. So the hot lap will be obviously semi-cold tyres, and I'll sort of give you what I feel is best for both scenarios. So definitely that first lap on cold tyres, you're going to be braking around the 200 and probably 280, 270 mark, somewhere around there. As the tyre pressure comes up and you've got that extra front bite, because you know how the wheel feels quite heavy with these cold tyres, you're probably going to be closer to that 240, 250 marker. So it's quite a difference with that cold tyre in these cars. It just seems to exaggerate everything to a much more crazy level. So we'll call it 260 just to be sort of around the right marker for the moment. As you come down, back to second gear, you don't want to turn in until there's that little kink in the white line where it starts to divot away, like it comes in and then it starts to go back out. So you want to sort of get to the point where it comes into its most and then turn the car at the corner. That way you're giving yourself a very wide entry in. Clip the apex sort of 3/4 to 75% or a way around the corner. Set yourself up at sort of mid-track to then cut back, so you're on the right-hand side heading down to the next bit. So down here, fourth gear, clip that curb, run the car wide, back to third, turn the car at the curb, let the car track nice and wide, back to second. Now this one's tricky, so clip the curb, sacrifice a little bit of exit so you're further to the left-hand side, so then you can open up the next segment of corners, because obviously the
track temperature's decreasing. It's now 28 Celsius.
Cheers, Jeff. If you're further to the left-hand side, you're opening the next segment of corner, so you're going to be able to get to full throttle sooner for that nice, I wouldn't call it a back straight because you left and right over all them little chicanes, but you're flat through there, so you want to make sure you gain as much time on the exit as possible. So get nice and close to this curb on the entry, let the car track out nice and wide, right to the edge of the curb, little lift to get the car to rotate in, and then pick that throttle up and carry all the speed out. Just start plucking gears, flat out up the hill. Fifth gear, turn the car in at the first one, over the second one, over the third one, and then roll the car through here. You'll be on the brakes on the mid-corner, and then you want to start braking pretty aggressively here. Down 2 gears. Rotate the car in, grab the curb on exit, let the car track right out to the edge of the road on the right-hand side, and use all that curb there. Up through the gears, just after the 2 board, so about 180, back to third, turn the car at the curb, let the car track to the middle, back to second, on the curb aggressively, get the car to rotate, on the curb, on the exit, on the outside, and then pick the gears and start plucking all the way through the gears again. Nice long back straight here. Up through all the gears to 6, and then you want to be braking. So this one's a bit unique because you're going uphill, but once you get uphill, the road drastically falls away from you as well. So you've got to sort of balance it quite differently here. So I'm braking just after the 2. It's about 180 meters from the corner. but because you've got that uphill bit of braking, you're actually losing a little bit more speed quicker, which is good. From 6th gear all the way back to 2nd, it's a massive braking zone because you don't want to be any higher than that as you're over that crest of the hill. Aim the car at the V in the trees, or aim for the edge of the curb on the left-hand side. You don't want to run over the whole curb. And then you want to get the car to sort of stay in that trajectory. That's why I sort of say the V in the tree, because at least that way you're sort of straight in line with it. It's the little one, but so it's hard to spot because there's so many trees there. But there's like it looks like a bit of a V, but it's got like a weird over branch over it. So it's like the littlest tree with 2 big trees and then a sort of semi-smaller one in between. So it's sort of in the middle of the screen. 2nd gear, see how I'm in line with it. Around the curb on the right hand side, hug it. Let the car drop down. 3rd, 4th. Tap the brake on entry here. Let the car fall into the corner. Stay to the left, but because then you can open up the corner a little bit more. Then to the right. The car's going to dance out on the rear and the front, right to the edge of the curb. Get the car to rotate around a bit more and then pick that throttle up aggressively. So, and that is a hot lap of, or that is your walk through VIR. I'll warm the tyres up. I'll give you a lap at speed now, guys.
That lap was at 2:01.79. Sector 3 time is quick.
That's a lap of VIR, guys. We'll see you next week.